Live scores, news,
Team preview,
Match predictions.
fan code.
fan code.
No ads, pure sports.
Live scores, news,
Team preview,
Match predictions.
fan code.
fan code.
No ads, pure sports.
They want to believe they can chase this down easily without any hiccups. Keep things simple. You're watching us live from the Wankhede Stadium. Aditya Thane leading his team. A controlled bowling performance, a few bad shots, a hat-trick, lots happen. A terrific catch as well. Kaushik Chiklikar playing his second game. Scored those 56 runs in that first game against the North Mumbai Panthers led by Prithvi Shaw. Wasn't enough. They lost that game by 6 runs. Dhawal Kulkarni with the ball. Slip in place. Straight away, showing his experience. No gentle looseners, no warm-up deliveries. Straight away means business. It shows that he's been playing at the top level for so long.
Bang on target, Dhawal Kulkarni. I like the way you say Dhawal Kulkarni. That's the right way to say it. Kulkarni.
Also love saying Ajike Rahane. Once again on the money. Quick single, yes. Oh, that direct hit. I think he was home. The leg umpire's only playing it safe, I reckon.
They always need to, because you never know what that one frame can do. Dhawal Kulkarni will make the ball go the other way. Let's wait for this decision. Oh, that was close. But he landed, he dragged his bat in. So it's the obvious decision, not out. But a good effort, putting pressure on the runner. Even sending him a message, don't try it again.
Batsman didn't stretch his left hand.
That's what most runners do. They do not catch the bat in their left hand. They catch it in the right hand, and then there's that split second distance. How is that is the call. Drifting down the leg side.
All leg by umpire Vrinda. You see women umpiring in these men's T20 games. It's becoming a more equal world now, not just in sport, across spheres, which is great to see. There she is. And we've seen players behave themselves today.
It's good to have lady umpires. Good development of the game. Nice looking outswinger, taking the outside edge, opening the face of the bat. Dhawal Kulkarni right on target as usual.
Almost like a bowling machine, isn't he? On demand, quietly runs in, bowls, goes back to his mark, comes in again.
He's served Mumbai so long and so well. Fabulous cricketer. Hard working, fit as a fiddle.
Well, there's something about this middle-class Maharashtrian upbringing, isn't it? Focus on the job, cut out the frills. Oh, lovely delivery. And no idea where that went. Just cut away just a little bit.
That's his biggest strength. Dhawal Kulkarni makes the ball go the other way. It comes in and then straightens or goes the other way. Fabulous delivery. Dhawal, we've always seen you doing that. Comes straight, high arm action, just very much in proper position. Very smooth run up. For years and years he's running in.
Once again, this time the batsman was a little more prepared. Watchful of that outgoing delivery. 1 over up, 3 dot loss. Welcome back, Dhawal Kulkarni, the captain, starting the proceedings with the ball. Very controlled over, a couple of those deliveries swinging. There will be some swing available with the new ball. But Kulkarni has brought a spinner in just to mix things up. Not a big total to defend. He's brought Shams Mulani, the other player that was retained by this side. Well, bought in that draft, not retained. Beg your pardon. Lofted it up. And that lands straight in the pouch of that long off fielder. Just what Kulkarni wanted. They will make sure it's not an easy chase for the strikers.
That's absolutely great captaincy from Dhaval. I was just going to say, why do they need to bring a spinner? And I've been proved wrong. Straight away tossed it up. See that toss up. Went for the big one. And the fielder is so beautifully placed at long off. That's the important thing. Wasn't in the 30-yard circle. Great captaincy, great wicket taking.
Thank you. Copy that. Come on, Shams. One leg. Chala, 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 yaar, chala, yaar. Everyone here, boys, everyone here now. Bowler के साथ, bowler के साथ, bowler के साथ. Come on, Shamsi.
Aditya Thane scored 71 runs in that opening game in a losing cause, unfortunately. And his team needs him to just calm down. Oh, rare misfield. Awkward bounce, was it? But Kaushik Chiklikar doing his job, in a sense, by offering some catching practice for that long off fielder. We'll take a look at that, but slight awkward bounce. Can't blame the fielder for this. Or can you?
Always happens on those practice pitches. Ball tends to go quicker, may take that turn. It's uneven grass. There's no grass really, but that's the reason why the bounce can be difficult.
Have fielders forgotten about the need to bend down on that left knee, cover as much area as possible, or is you see that happening?
It's just one of those things, I think. What a shot. What a fabulous shot that is. Aditya Thane, classic of driving of the back foot. Talks about a man who's in great form. Taking off from the previous innings where he scored a 71. Sees the length, goes on the back foot and just puts the ball in that gap. That's the hallmark of a good player.
So much style, so much elegance. Got the Atul Projects fan army to get up on their feet and do a bit of a jig or two.
Good finisher, Shams.
He is getting a bit of turn. Thane will have to watch it. With a slip fielder kept there to take that outside edge. Only if it tosses it up and allows the ball to spin, it could be interesting. Because Thane is not going to take a chance of hitting him.
Let's take a look at the wicket once again. Some catching practice from Kaushik Chiklikar.
A nothing shot really, tossed up delivery. And the best part about it is that Dhaval Kulkarni has kept that fielder over there at long off. Terrific strategy. Great captaincy, Dhaval.
Well, that's not how you respond to a gift from the batsman. I didn't quite like that reaction from the catcher. Few minus points in that fair play bit. That's my head. 2 overs gone, 9 for 1.
Strikers need 128 runs off 108 balls. Just losing the first wicket, 2.0 overs. The run rate They should bowl tight, allow that run race from 7 required to go to 10. Height is the height, I'm sure is the height.
Half an appeal from the bowler. He knew straight away it was a bit too high. Got a confirmation from the umpire as well.
There you see it, hitting on top of the pad. No way that can be out. And besides, it was missing the leg stump. Very, very optimistic appeal from Dhawal Kulkarni.
Little toddlers at the 1 KD outside, has got behind. Sachin Wag has to go back. That slow walk back to the hut. 137 will not be big enough, did someone say.
What a lovely delivery. A perfect outswinger. Coming close to the wicket, and look at that. Came in slightly and then took the other way. Dhawal Kulkarni well bowled. Still a great competitor.
Welcome back. An opportunity for Sarfaraz Khan, missed out last time. If he had stayed at the crease, who knows? His team might have won that game. They came close to winning it without any serious contribution from Sarfaraz Khan. They're 10 for 2 in the power play, chasing 137. It's now closer than it was when the innings started.
He played a terrible shot yesterday, last night rather. I'm very keen to watch this boy play because he can really take the game to its probable end. Great striker of the ball. He's come back to Mumbai after serving that 1 year's hiatus. He played for UP earlier, but when he comes back to look at that delivery, peach of a delivery. Look at him, beaten on the back foot. That's great swing. Dhawal Kulkarni is always capable of this early breakthroughs with the new ball. Once again.
Questions being asked. Dhawal Kulkarni in the middle of a terrific spell. Started off really well, didn't allow the opposition to get off to a flyer. Disciplined line, the probing line, good length as well. Looks like we are in for another close game.
Sarfaraz Khan will have to watch that outswinger, but because he's on the back foot, he's probably better equipped to play it.
How about one that comes in? Ah, that one goes away.
Well left, Sarfaraz. He's watching. He knows he has to score the runs today. He knows he has to perform in this tournament to be in consideration to play for Mumbai again. Went away to Uttar Pradesh, came back, took a year's hiatus. Now he's eligible to play for Mumbai.
Once again, so much like Glenn McGrath. That line into the over. 10 for 2. Welcome back. Dhawal Kulkarni is 2 overs so far. has somewhat changed the equation. A little bit of pressure on the two stars of the Eagle Thane strikers. The captain Aditya Thare, who came in at number 3. Sarfaraz Khan has just walked in. He's faced 4 terrific deliveries from Dhawal Kulkarni.
These are dangerous runs. Close call, a direct hit can mean trouble. This is a crucial wicket of this match. If they get it, it will be the game changer. Both players are outstanding batsmen. Both players know how to carry their team along as they bat. Sarfaraz Khan is someone I'm very keen to see how he plays.
Flicks it away to get off the mark, Sarfaraz Khan. I'm hoping he's going to keep that paddle shot out of his repertoire today. When runs are available in the V in front of you, why try something funny? Well, his broadcast going out to a massive audience courtesy Star Sports. We're only into day 3. 7 more days of double headers followed by the semis and the finals. The summit clash, of course, on the 26th of this month. Slip in place for Aditya Thare. A little bit of room. Not quite there to drive.
A little bit of turn also. Thare will have to be careful. Cannot drive on this wicket on the up. He's an experienced man. He knows what's happening. Yeah, that's better.
Keep going, buddy. Keep going.
Got a chatty wicket keeper. Egging Shams Mulani on. Short ball. Slapped away. Will get 4.
Aditya Thare reading that length perfectly. Short. You must find that gap. Just finds the gap, and that should have been stopped all the same. It just went below, under his arm. But Thare, an experienced campaigner. If you pitch it up, I'm going to drive. If you pitch it short, I'm going to cut you. That's what Thare is going to do all night.
Went forward, rocked back. Excellent transfer of weight as well off that short delivery. One more. This time he plays it through the onside. Consecutive boundaries. Taking that pressure off. They were very quiet for the first 3. And now they're going after Shams Mulani.
Once again, he saw the short ball, went deep into his crease and pulled it in an area. You need to find the gaps. You can hit short ball, but the art of batting is to find the gaps. And certainly Aditya Thare has that art. Well, he has square cut, now a pull shot to mid-on. That's better. He's got 8 of that. He doesn't want to take a risk.
Ball's gone. 20 for 2. We've seen a few lovely looking shots from Aditya Thare. 14 of 9 3 boundaries in that short little innings. Sarfaraz Khan has just walked in, finding his feet. And the good news for him is that he's not going to face Dhawal Kulkarni. However, it's Arjun Tendulkar now bowling to Sarfaraz Khan. 2 youngsters from Mumbai. That one angling across has been driven away by Sarfaraz Khan. Will get at least 2.
That's what you call caressing that shot. Big, tall, strapping young lad. 6'2".
Now, Milind, on that opening day, Arjun Tendulkar bowled 3 overs in the power play. It was an afternoon game, but under lights, I would have thought you'd want to give him a go straight away.
Sometimes a captain has different strategies. maybe at that time is not needed. There are times when the great Dhoni has given a over to a bowler who's got a wicket in that, and you never see him bowling again. So the captain's strategies, it depends on who's batting and what the game is poised at, etc.
But what does cricketing logic tell you? These conditions, brand new ball, a small total to defend. Would you go with Tendulkar?
In any case, it's a question of 2 overs, not really much. But he wanted to bring that spinner straight away. So he took that chance and he got that wicket. So when you do something and you get results, oh, beautiful. Sarfaraz is famous for these kind of shots. Keep that fielder finer and try it again, Arjun. He plays this shot, keep him finer.
Straight away tried that short delivery. Really shows he's a thinking young cricketer, Arjun Tendulkar. Good to see Dhaval Kulkarni fielding at mid-on, offering some much-needed counselling.
And what better advice can you get from such a seasoned campaigner? He's played 10 good seasons for Mumbai with great distinction. Arjun, lap it up, lap everything that Dhaval tells you.
And then do what your heart says. Running in briskly, Arjun. This time a much better length, however, he's hit that so hard into the ground. That goes above that backward point fielder. Will race away for 4.
A bit off target, trying to bowl quick. This is not a wicket to bowl quick, this is a wicket for... He puts in everything there, that's why he went short this time. He's got a good pace, Arjun. But this wicket, Arjun, you'll have to be careful what your line and length is going to be. Because these senior players will cream you.
Aditya Thane kept that in control so well, just showing his experience. No fuss whatsoever in that execution.
Bring one in. I want to see whether he can bring one in. Hit him on the pad. That's better. That's a good ball. Misses hit and hits the pad and he's gone. Try for that. He plays half cock on the front foot. Have a look at this. It's a good delivery. He respected it. He knew that the ball is moving. That's what Tendulkar needs to do.
Keen to see how Dhaval Kulkarni uses Arjun Tendulkar. Will he be bowled in the middle overs? Perhaps hold him back, see how he goes in the end overs. How far is this innings going to go? That is a question as well. Only 110 more to get. Bouncer. Oh, not too far from that short fine leg fielder. He had some pace on that one, Milind.
I think that was a very good bouncer. Excellent bouncer. He hit it on the name makers on the blade. Very good. He was late for it.
5 overs gone, 28 for 2.
Live scores, news,
Team preview.
Match predictions.
Fan code.
fan code.
No ads, pure sports.
We've just seen a very interesting over from Arjun Tendulkar, bowling his first over. Aditya Thane, Sarfaraz Khan looking to steady the ship. After a couple of stutters, Kaushik Chiklikar out, Sachin Wagh out. Wagh out to that needless shot, really. Kaushik, in fact, it was. Holding out at long off, caught by Siddharth Akre. And Sachin Wagh caught behind of a beauty from Dhaval Kulkarni. 28 for 2 it is. It's Anjdeep Lad to bowl right arm fast. Now, a slip in place. Hitting that good length straight away. They know they don't have a big toll to defend. We've got Karishma Kotak standing by with a very special guest.
Hi, I have with me Mr. Ganesh Iyer from the MCA. We were just talking about the women empires over here as well. And I'm going to first of all say what a great turnout. You must be quite happy with day 3 of the T20 Mumbai League.
I've been happy since day 1 when the turnout has been good. Right from the afternoon sessions and as the crowd builds up towards the evening sessions.
Absolutely, and we also had Sachin yesterday. We had Mr. Sunil Gavaskar the day before, so that's quite good for the boys.
We also had Vengsaka. We had all the giants of the Mumbai coming in for the toss. We had Sairaj, we had Suru Naik. In a way, it's a festival for us at MCA, and we're enjoying it.
And very good cricket, I have to say, that's taking place. Quite a competitive tournament so far.
If you look at the tournament last year, it's highly competitive. And we always had belief in the cricket of Mumbai. The cricketers of Mumbai we knew would produce the best results when it comes to playing the game. And the quality of the game over the last 3 days is reflecting in that.
Anything else you would like to tell the rest of Mumbai?
Well, this is the first tournament probably in India among the T20 leagues where a woman umpire is now officiating. Brinda Rathi is on the field. In the morning, we had Dr. Shubda Bhosle as the 4th umpire. And I think this is the first time that it has happened, that we have women umpires. We umpired a woman since 1990 or even 89, we can say. We had first umpire in 1989. And over the period, we had a lot many women umpires. Due to family constraints, family challenges, or maybe job experience, they have moved away. But these girls have stuck, and so happy to have 2 women umpires on the field, off the field, 2 women match referees, and now a woman presenter.
Great, thank you so much. I'm going to let you go because some fabulous cricket is taking place. Thank you so much. Thank you.
A terrific shot that from Sarfraz Khan, straight bat. No fuss whatsoever. Good to see the ever-smiling Mr. Ganesh Iyer donning that hashtag Ekdam Mumbai jersey. Congratulations on a very well-organized T20 tournament being broadcast on Star Sports. Good job done by the MCA as well.
What I like about this young man is he's either on the front foot or on the back foot. Super timing, great power. Very determined young man. He has scored lots and lots of runs. Look at that shot now. Oh, beautiful. Elbows high. I love to watch such cricket.
The slip's gone. This time on the leg stump. The long leg fielder will cut it off. But what a 6 that was. I saw your eyes light up. 6 overs gone, 39 for 2.
आकाश जी आ गया एक बचा ना वो आ गया bowling left arm around
The asking rate 7 and over, not a big total to chase. After those 2 early wickets, they seem to have steadied the ship. Sarfraz Khan and the captain Aditya Thane, big name in Mumbai circles. Look at those 2 worms. The green line moving along nicely. Time for another slow left armer, Nehal Katak Dhond. I hope I got that pronunciation right. But a thumbs up from Mr. Rege. I'd love to find out who has more left arm spinners, Mumbai cricket or Bangladesh.
I think looking at the number of players that Mumbai has, I believe they've got going into thousands. Obviously, it's going to be Mumbai. There are 100 tournaments played in the year in Mumbai, and many of them, at least 5 or 7 of them, are 3 and 4 day matches. And then there is the famous Kanga League from A to G division, the famous Time Shield from A to G division. About 400 teams play inter-office cricket. It's amazing. Inter schools, 200 schools play, 150 colleges play. During the whole year, Mumbai season starts sometime, proper season starts sometime in the Kanga League in July and finishes in May. That's the amount of cricket that's played. I'm told there are 25-30,000 registered players.
Keep going, Nihal.
There's a reason why they call it the nursery of cricket in India.
Oh, lovely bowling, Nihal.
Some of the youngsters leave their homes by the first train at 5 o'clock. Then they go and practice and go home, and then they put on their clothes and go to school. Then they study. The next, by the time they're in bed, they're absolutely. You have heard the story of the great Tendulkar. He used to wake up at 5:30, go to practice, come back, go to school, play matches, score centuries, then go back and study and go to sleep.
Bat in 2 matches in a day. Ramakant Atsrekar would take him to 2 matches, bat in both matches, come back and fall asleep on the dinner table. The great Tendulkar.
Sunil Gavaskar would come from England after playing a season. If he landed at 1 o'clock in the morning, he would play a 10 o'clock Kanga League match. And come and has been doing it for years. Dilip Vengsarkar, Sunil Gavaskar, Sanjay Manjrekar, the works.
Well bowled, Ray.
It's this lovely story of how Virar ka chokra Prithvi Shaw became a test opener. We'll bring that story up the next time the North Mumbai Panthers play, led by Prithvi Shaw. They take on a 4:30 AM train from Virar, and how he was helped along the way by so many people from Mumbai cricket. Somehow, the Mumbai cricket ecosystem starts to work in unison. This time comes down the track. And how they're able to identify a player and the ability to spot the right talent and not get flattered by someone who's just flashy. That's the beauty of Mumbai cricket, isn't it? We'll continue that story. 7 overs gone, 42 for 2.
बहुत बढ़िया निहाल, बहुत बढ़िया निहाल. Left arm over.
Welcome back, the Eagle Thane strikers, chasing a modest total, 95 away from registering a win against the Aakash Tigers. Need 95 of 78. In comes Arjun Tendulkar. Right, so the story of how Mumbai cricket, the ecosystem works in unison. And I believe you had a role to play in Prithvi Shaw's journey as well, Mr. Rege?
Well, I happened to be the chairman of the selection committee, and I got a word. The word was buzzing around that there's a youngster coming up. And I must admit that Dilip Vengsarkar called me up and said, have a look at this young man. And when the word comes from Dilip Vengsarkar, who spotted Virat Kohli and Dhoni, we had to look at him. Obviously, what we saw was something special. And then when we picked him in the team, I remember he went to play his first match, and we decided whether to play him or not, and we took our chances. And when you saw him striking the ball, we realized that another cricketer had arrived. In fact, I also spoke to Rahul Dravid, who was his coach, to ask him his opinion about the young man. And he had very high opinion of Prithvi Shaw.
But you did get an SMS from... I'm not sure if I'm allowed to mention that, Mr. Rege. We'll keep that for some other time.
I think it's the players who make themselves. Only the selectors will only tap talent or see talent.
Just to clarify, that message was after Milind Rege had taken a decision to congratulate him. If you happen to meet Milind Rege somewhere, maybe you can ask him. And the cameras are not around. Modest man, Milind. Be a bit embarrassed if I mention that name.
Thank you for the compliment, really. But it's the man who makes himself, you know. Prithvi worked so hard, Sachin worked so hard, Kamli worked so hard. Everybody works very hard. That's why the fire in the belly of a Mumbai cricket is different.
This time much closer. Trying to second guess what Sarfaraz Khan will do. Played that ram shot in that previous over. This time a better directed shot ball to Sarfaraz Khan from Tendulkar. Arjun Tendulkar angling it across, trying different lengths. Not afraid to try that bouncer. Let's see what he does against Aditya Thane. This time a full toss, over pitching it, will be penalised. Perhaps putting in a bit too much into that delivery, Arjun Tendulkar.
Full toss, really. Got the treatment it deserved. Aditya Thane will not spare them. He's an experienced campaigner. A nice juicy little full toss, opens the face of the bat and creams it to the covers.
Oh, the napkin's out, right. That famous three-letter word, due. Pitched up, driven away, and 4 more to the score. And a few lessons being imparted by 180 to another 80.
Beautiful shot. Great timing. Juicy little half volley. And just gives it the treatment it deserves. Right up in the slot there. Fielders watching. Thane says, go fetch it. But there's somebody to help out.
I'm not at all an authority on left-arm pace bowling, but I'd love to see him develop that delivery that comes back in. Slight change of pace there. Again, one more sign that he's a thinking bowler. 8 overs gone, 53 for 2.
Tendulkar, nice long run up, gangling a bit. Nice build up to it. High arm action. That follow through needs to improve a bit. His right arm must go up, but he'll learn along the way. He's got good coaches around him to tell him this. Don't get disheartened, that's how it is. I must say this, don't get disheartened, your father has pasted the whole world.
Two mutually independent events. Sachin had his own journey, his own path, his own challenges. Arjun will have his own. As I said, two mutually independent events. And may we all have the patience and the maturity to look at things objectively. Right then. Excellent delivery to start. Nehal.
Let's have a look at where his right leg lands. It's a nice high arm action, but that follow through must improve. Go further, Arjun, go further, and you'll generate pace and a bit of movement.
Only one.
This time just walking down the track. Happy to take that single.
Let's have a look at the technicalities of Arjun's action. Nice wind up. Head falls slightly, And that left arm should come a little bit at 12 o'clock. And the follow through.
Well done, DK.
Lots of Wasim Akram videos available on the internet. Thousands of hours of
बढ़िया निहाल.
footage available to watch the best in the world, and he's got the best in the world at home. Scoring in line on that occasion. They can't afford these freebies, can they?
निहाल.
Arman Malik, I think one of the
No worries, निहाल, चल निहाल.
franchisees of this team. A senior member of the Mumbai Cricket Association in the past.
This time hit away by Sarfraz Khan. Now, after those 2 wickets fell, Aditya Tare came in and played those shots. Lots of boundaries for Aditya Tare, 6 of them in fact. 34 of 26 for him. And Sarfraz Khan came in and hasn't really played a shot that Milind Rege would not be proud of or would not be pleased with. Good to see him have made that correction. This time it's short. Aditya Tare rocks back onto the back foot. Will think about 2. No, not on offer.
That is cheeky from Sarfraz. No need to do that, because if the ball beats you, you've had it.
चलो यार, ठंडा नहीं यहाँ पे यार. Come on, lads. यहाँ पे. Everyone, boys, everyone here.
Let's have a look. This is cheeky. This really is cheeky. No need for that, Sarfraz.
They will send that clip to Mrs. Naushad Khan.
Only one.
Will be taken care of later tonight.
Ball Nihal, shabash Nihal. Over. Keep going, boys. Keep going.
End of the over, 56-4-2.
अच्छा लग रहा है ये, एक ही बात है यार. Only gloves. Okay. Ball Nihal. Only gloves.
A smaller total allows Aditya Tare and Sarfraz Khan to pace it peacefully. Not being forced to play those big shots will allow Sarfraz Khan to get his eye in. Aditya Tare can stay there, attack the bad balls. Singles always available. Is that how they should go about it for the next couple of overs and see how it goes? Closer to the 13-14 over mark.
But these two batsmen are senior enough to bat sensibly.
Keep going, boys.
I don't think they'll do anything frantic. They won't do anything stupid.
A wicket now will change things a lot, especially if it's Aditya Tare's wicket.
Bas. Come on, keep.
Aakash Gomel now comes in, trying something new. Dhawal Kulkarni,
Chala ke.
another left arm spinner. Works it away onto the onside. Sarfraz Khan
Shabash.
seems to have thought a little bit about that paddle shot he tried in that last game.
Keep going, lads.
He must have got a hearing from his coach for having done that.
You mean the father?
Good effort, dear boys.
No, the coach of this team. But his father has done a lot for him. His father has done a lot for the two boys, having their own pitch at home, coming up in life a very hard way. Lots and lots of sacrifices Naushad has made for his children, and both of them have turned out to be super cricketers.
So many of these father-son stories in Indian cricket. Cheteshwar Pujara as well. His father is bought a plot of land, has a cement pitch where he not just gets Cheteshwar to practice, but has a lot of other young kids coming in and learning at the academy for free. Came up the hard way, short ball that Sarfraz Khan has tried to muscle it away.
Well done, Kepe. Shabash, Kepe.
Wasn't short enough, came quickly onto him.
Oh, Kepe.
Otherwise, Sarfraz is capable of hitting that into the stands.
Badhiya,
He's a great puller and a hooker.
Another father-son duo that comes to my mind is Yograj and Yuvraj Singh. That one slightly uppish, lucky as well. That didn't bounce too far from that short third man fielder. But Sarfaraz Khan will add 4 more to his tally. Sorry, it was Aditya Thane.
Short. Tried to hit it hard, got the bottom edge. This one should have been stopped really. Your best fielders have to be in that area. Point and short third man.
That reaction from Thane said it all. He knew it was a lucky escape for him. Expect a much tighter. Yes, that's more like Aditya Thane. That is a classic copybook driving from Aditya Thane. Has quickly gone up to 44 of 30. 8 boundaries for this man, the captain.
Classical. Absolutely. Superb bat swing. In the middle of the bat. Right eyes right on top of the ball. Feet position perfect. Finds the right gap. Super shot, Aditya Thane. You're batting absolutely marvelously. And that's what you call cricket. You hit a 4, push it for a single, be happy with it. End of the over.
I think on the cake, 10 gone, 70 for 2.
Live scores, news,
Team preview.
Match predictions.
Fan code.
fan code. Fan code.
No ads, pure sports.
Finding the gaps, running the singles hard, even converting those into 2s. I see no problems for them at this juncture.
Milind, the previous match was a bit of a lesson because that was only a 144 for a win, and they got themselves into a bit of a hole during the chase and eventually had to win off that last ball. So of course the personnel are different. There's only 2 wickets gone, and we've got Aditya Thane, the skipper, very responsible and a great bat, and along with him somebody who can make 16-10 balls. We've got Sarfaraz. So this is a very different situation, and we think that the Eagle Thane strikers should just walk this, and there are plenty of loose deliveries on offer for the boundary, so nothing spectacular. Even if they get it by the 18th or even the 19th over, that should be okay.
You're absolutely right, Charu. In this format of the game, a wicket here, a quick wicket here and there can change the entire aspect of the game. So still, if they can get a wicket of Sarfaraz or Aditya and then put pressure on, things could be different.
Well, exactly. That's the hitting the stumps. The overthrow was on, and they took it. Big advantage, of course, that Eagle Thane strikers have is that I don't see these two gifting their wickets away. Maybe Sarfaraz, because he's a little more impetuous and every once in a while loves to play in the air. But I'll be very disappointed if Aditya Thane plays in the air and gets out, because he knows he's in a very good position. Also, the pressure of having lost that first match, narrowly though, and I'm sure that's also in his mind, saying, well, we're in a wonderful position. He individually got that fine 70 and now is too short of another 50. So 80 means business. I think it was Gomal in the previous innings and a couple of others who threw their wickets away after getting off to a very, very good start. And I don't see this, well, certainly not Aditya Thane doing that. Maybe Sarfaraz might get a message from the skipper with 2 or 3 overs to go, saying, well, you can go over the top. Even that, you said he loved pulling, but he kept it on the ground. Could have gone up in the air.
So much talent, isn't it? Look at the way he played that ball. Just tapped it to the square leg area.
Dream 11 points earned. Ankush, well done. A terrific hat-trick earlier. Mulani also, and Thane is up that leaderboard. Kritik and Sagar also well behind though at the moment. But in this match, that's a lot of points earned for the hat-trick man. That's what that man at deep square leg is for. But again, he controlled that so well, the skipper.
Terrific control. Hit it hard into the ground. That's how a pull shot should be hit. On top of the ball, your right hand playing a prominent role.
And there it is again. Short. Well done. Rolled his wrists over. Ensured that there was no danger. We like seeing that, especially when there's a low total to chase. Why take a risk? And they will steal a single. Oh, Thane was struggling.
Great cricket. Sarfaraz, you'll have to be careful. The captain is not as young as you are.
He's a little cheeky, isn't he? Thane was in a good position to have read that, so it really could have been his fault. Let's see whether he... Oh, yeah, well, he would have made it. And then Sarfaraz, once again, as you spotted earlier, jumps out of his crease, taunting the fielder, saying, you want to take a shy? You want to take a shy? I'm going to take an extra one off you. That could be dangerous every once in a while.
Sarfaraz is a cheeky little batsman. He has the ability to hit shots all over the place, even create shots. But you have to watch out because, like you said, he could get impetuous.
A wonderful shot of the spectators here at the 1KD. Great to see so much support for T20 Mumbai. The individual teams are also making a big effort. 11 gone, 76 for 2. So thank you all for making it here to the 1KD. Hope you're enjoying the action. A little earlier in the day, hat-trick, which is rare anywhere, anytime. We've seen our hat-trick here in T20 Mumbai. Unfortunately, Suryakumar Yadav once again lost Triumph Knights in the first match, so he'll have a few points to prove as he goes along. A medal winner of the IPL 2019, and then 2 losses in a row as a skipper in T20 Mumbai, so that can bring you down to earth pretty quickly. Also, Shreyas Iyer did so well for the Delhi team, and here it didn't quite work out for him yet.
Left arm round.
Minor changes in the field. The keeper getting into the act. Where's Dhawal Kulkarni? I'm sure that he has a say. He's at extra cover. Pretty short, 12 yards inside the circle. Bat away, and they should take 2 here. Will they chance the throw? Sarfaraz certainly will. And it's going to Thane's end. So they know who's older, the fielders.
How beautifully he reads length, Sarfaraz. He's on the front foot when the ball is pitched onto him. Look at this. Makes a lot of room in the crease. Takes the first one quickly. And the throw comes at the other end.
Yeah, Thane was dawdling. Didn't think the throw would come to his end.
Well ball, well ball, well ball.
Most of the big hitters, and in this case Sarfaraz, you saw the previous shot, not this one, have such great bat speed because he read the length. It wasn't too short, but he rocked back and then was able to generate so much bat speed to be able to have that ball speed towards the boundary. Of course, it was good for only 2 then. It's just that bat speed makes such a big difference. There you go, and bang.
Shabash, Nehal. Keep going, buddy. Keep going, keep going.
And we keep looking at the big biceps and the big muscles, but the wrists have so much to play to send the ball a long distance.
Keep going, boys. Keep going, keep going.
So important the gym work, isn't it? That's why they pick up such heavy bats. And then they can go on and on and on batting.
Well ball, re.
Because it plays a huge part on your forearms if you are going to pick up these heavy bats for 60, 70, 80 runs. But they work so hard in the gym picking weights that these bats are like feathers. Chalo, I tried to lift this bat a couple of days ago and I couldn't even do it with both my hands.
Decent over by Nehal so far. Thane got himself to a bit of a spot there by jumping out, well pulled back by Nehal. And that will be the 50 for the skipper. Well played, Aditya Thane. Back-to-back 50s. The last one came in a losing cause. This one, hopefully for him, will end with a win.
He's batted beautifully all his innings, even yesterday and today.
Good finish here, Nehal. Good finish here, Nehal.
Very mature innings, a very captain's innings, taking the team forward. He'll have to wait till the end to get his team past the line. That's out. Missing the leg stump.
You're always drifting down. But somebody sent me a photograph yesterday, Milind, with Barry Richards, who's a good friend of mine and a great, should we say, critic of the bats these days, holding his own bat in one hand and a modern bat in the other. And let me tell you, it just was chalk and cheese. Oh, another quick single stolen. It comes to Sarfaraz's end. The bowler might have hurt his hand trying to stop that ball, but again, just slightly dangerous. Don't need to do this, Sarfaraz. Ooh, and you certainly don't need an injury.
Imagine those kind of bats, today's bats being given in the hands of Barry Richards. I wonder where the ball would have gone.
12 gone, 81 for 2. You're right. Well, Barry Richards, of course, is constantly critical of the bats used these days. And of course, there is some sort of a stricture now in terms of size and width and thickness, as it were. But they are extremely powerful. And even, you know, technology makes such a big difference as well, because yes, they're bigger in size, but also just differently made. And you don't have to season them, and you don't have to look after them like you used to the bats in the past. Just take it off the factory and go bam, bam, bam. And for the better players, the availability is so easy that they don't mind if the bat breaks every innings, because they got several. Earlier, he used to nurse a bat for, you know, a whole year or two. Well done, Aditya.
Great striking. Goes into his crease. Look at this shot. Perfect timing. And this one, full toss, just finding the gap. Classical drive. Great, a very, very solid innings from Thane.
Must have hit 2 or 3 balls in the air. The rest, everything along the ground. Sarfaraz goes up in the air and is not going to get maximum. In fact, it should have really been stopped at a boundary. We're talking about Aditya Tare's innings, almost nothing in the air, and Sarfaraz completely unafraid.
I think he wants to finish the game early. Wasn't too short, but still he managed to time it. Finds that gap. He can finish this innings if he wants to. He's such a powerful hitter of the ball. Built solidly, heavy bat.
Manjrekar gave 6 runs in his opening over, and now up and under in the gap. Consecutive boundaries, too short. Manjrekar, I think, afraid of Sarfaraz getting underneath and going for big sixes, but can't bowl that short ball outside off.
That's what he's made of, Sarfaraz. Defies everybody. Look at the shot he plays. Great power, great timing, and fantastic positioning.
That's the thing, if you bowl short, it's very difficult for the skipper to keep a field. It could go anywhere from, I suppose, cover sweeper to wide third. Or can get pulled this time. No, again one bounce, but in the gap. There was a wide long on and deep square leg. Huge gap on the leg side, and as you say, he spots the length so quickly. Great bat speed. Changed his position, his weight on the back foot, and went through with it. Magnificent.
That was a real slap. In Mumbai terms, Thobarit Marla. This one again, square driven. This one, look at this. Oh, such a sweet sound of the bat. Hitting in front of him, really.
He transferred his weight fabulously for that pull. So Manjrekar in trouble now. 4-4-4. And this will go to deep square. Didn't quite get hold of it, but luckily for him, he kept it down. I think his fitness is maybe not 100%, that's for sure. Breathing heavily.
I guess that's what he'll have to do. A partnership of 84 of 63. That's what Sarfaraz will have to do. But basically, he's a strong, big boy. He'll have to probably be a bit more athletic. I think the season will start, the Mumbai season, and he'll do it.
When was that photograph taken? Maybe some months ago. Aditya, in sharp contrast, just pats it down, very safe. And in the middle of all of this, they need only 42 now of 43. So they're already below a runner ball. How easy can the game get in terms of the chase? But we have been saying getting wickets and change the perspective, change the story. I don't see Aditya Thane throwing his wicket away. He wants to stay till the very end, but maybe they've taken a decision to say, Sarfaraz, just make it safe. Go for a couple of big ones and we should be well ahead.
The basic instincts of Sarfaraz Khan is to hit the big ones. He's not going to take the singles. He believes in whacking the ball. There you see. Well bowled. It almost split him into two.
13 gone, 95 for 2. There's the chase, just about reaching the red line of Aakash Tigers. And at that point, of course, the Tigers capitulated. 3 reasonably quick wickets, and they were in trouble. Just a little bit of acceleration towards the end for Aakash Tigers, but the wickets at that stage really hurt them. Again, it was tossed up, but Aditya Thane choosing not to go in the air. Is along the ground for a single.
The equation now, run a ball with 8 wickets in hand. Doesn't seem to be difficult. Both will have to take this game to its logical end.
Both striking around 130, which is adequate for this match. And I do suspect Sarfaraz might choose to go big pretty soon and change the equation completely. There we go. Swings it around in the gap. And not good for a boundary. Wants the double. Aditya quite happy with the single. No need to take any risk. Well, Aditya is the kind of batsman who doesn't like to take too many risks. A batsman, the classic mold. And when your bowlers have done the job for you and restricted the opposition when you're chasing, and of course he won the toss and opted to chase, then he can bring his classic game to the fore. Cut away. Well stopped. Good cricket.
That's a certain boundary saved. Aditya played it very late, but couldn't pierce that gap.
Nehal now in his 4th over. We'll have to say he's bowled extremely well. The lefty, orthodox. None for 15 with 3 balls to go in a spell. Again, did jump out, but along the ground. Make sure he played that late rather than letting the bat go through early and giving it some elevation. I think we've said this before, Milind, but what an impressive knock by Aditya Thane once again. And of course, keeping in with the demand of the requirement of the innings. Didn't have to do anything very, very flashy, but also didn't dig himself into a hole.
It's beautiful. Even if it's for a single, you love watching such shots. Along the ground, elbow high, right behind the ball. A drive is a pleasure to watch, isn't it?
Well, I'm also daring to suggest here, because he's got the skipper with him, they should be talking quite a bit, communicating. And Aditya Thane must also be telling, listen, if it's not a gimme, just play it on the ground, for heaven's sake. Take the single. Let's not get out unnecessarily. Of course, every once in a while, Sarfaraz will go big, and if he doesn't connect from the middle of the bat, he might get out. But that's okay. At least he's shown that he's also capable of listening to the skipper and playing largely along the ground. Cut away again. There is a cover sweeper. Will they get 2 this time? They should chance at fielder's arm, and it's an easy 2 to end the 14th over. It's 101 for 2.
come on. Come on, DK.
Eagle Thane strikers doing very well with the bowlers. Ankush a hat-trick, Kritik 2 for 17, Sagar well bowled. And as a result of that, they have only 137 to win. Aditya and Sarfaraz unbeaten, should be able to see their team to victory pretty soon. Run a ball at this point of time.
Charu, it's amazing, isn't it? When batsmen are batting well, they're batting very safe. The wicket looks so very good. It looks as if the wicket is improved. But when others are struggling, we tend to say that the wicket's not good. It's slow, it's not taking a bite. But look at these two boys batting. It looks as if it's a finely, beautifully rolled wicket.
Yeah, I just have one thing to add there, though, that it's also the situation, Milind, because had these guys required 185, they would have. You have to choose balls to hit. And the biggest problem in the game is, which even the best, of course, make mistakes with, is which ball to hit big. Because you choose the wrong ball, go through with it, and all of a sudden you're back in the pavilion despite scoring say a 35 or a 40, and you're saying, what did I do? But that's only because you have to score. That's the magic of T20, or the demand of T20, if not magic, that you have no choice but to step it up when you don't want to. There we go, Sarfaraz pulls, and he's got plenty of bat behind that. A diving effort from deep square, running across to his left. Not good enough. Sarfaraz wins. A boundary for the young man.
How can you play a shot like this? This is sheer talent. Look at him on the front foot, hitting it in front of his eyes, and that to Dhaval Kulkarni. Nothing but sheer talent.
The fielder seemed to dive over the ball, but let's not be ungenerous. Yeah, Dhaval Kulkarni might be wondering, that was a pretty good delivery. That certainly was not short enough. Sent back by Thane. You see, a mental hole, because that ball was onto him a lot quicker. And he said, maybe I should pull, maybe I shouldn't. Now, if he had to score a lot of runs, he might have pulled big time. There we go. Our favorite car, isn't it? Skoda. Peace of mind is what it's all about. 6 years warranty, 4 years insurance. Go for it. It's a lovely color as well. The new Skoda. Didn't quite get hold of that at all, but that was a gimme. And Sarfaraz will be very disappointed.
Things seem to be going quite easy for the strikers. Both batting very sensibly, taking no chances. Aditya Thane playing a real captain's innings as he played the other day for 71. He's in good nick, Aditya Thane, at the start of the season.
Yeah, he'll be tested differently if he has to chase 170-80. Or, of course, if they bat first and need to get there. Along the ground to the point region for a single.
Sarfaraz Khan is technically also so correct, but many a time it indulges in shots which are across the line. Those boundaries that he hit, only he can hit because he hit it in front of his eyes with the weight going forward. Now that is sheer talent. He can also play so correctly on the back foot or even drive on the front foot. Let's see what he's going to do now.
He's just naturally aggressive. A little late on that. I suspect if Sarfaraz focuses on his fitness once again, he's still so young, he can be thrice the batsman he is at this point of time. Surya Kumar Yadav leads our Skoda maximum sixes with 7 in one knock. That 90 of his on the opening day, unfortunately for a losing cause. He went on to lose the second match as well. So that team's in a little bit of trouble, the defending champions. Parag Khanapurkar, fantastic knock. And Sujit Naik was just magnificent. Those 5 sixes were worth 10. Was that a wide? Maybe not. So ends the over without any more damage. Kulkarni 3 overs, 1 for 9. Wow, terrific figures. So we got 5 more to go. It's 108 for 2.
Tigers bowling card, except for Kulkarni. They bowled a steady line, but they haven't got the wickets. Kulkarni bowled 3 beautiful overs for 9 runs only. The others haven't been able to keep the runs down, almost all of them going for a rate of over 8, except for Katak Dhond, who's bowled 4 overs for 19, but hasn't got that elusive wicket. Wickets is the need of the hour. Required run rate only 5.8 at the moment. So at this juncture, you get the impression that strikers are going to go past that line.
Right, so it's been a clinical, cold-blooded, professional chase from the Eagle Thane strikers. Run a ball needed now. No reason to panic. No cause for concern. It's been a relatively easy chase, and how much difference does a good Sarfaraz Khan innings make to how this team looks and will do in this tournament going forward?
Very well bowled, Shams.
You can actually see when Sarfaraz is batting, he's in a different class. There's no doubt about the fact that he's a super striker of the ball.
Badhiya, Shams.
Needs to be a little more fitter. Of course, the heat is scorching. The conditions are terrible to play cricket.
This time, slapped away. Will just be a single. This is also allowing Aditya Thare to continue his good form. Consecutive half-centuries for him. 100 partnership then. They were 10 for 2. Now 110 for 2. And they've scored at a fair clip. 57 of 45. 8 boundaries for Thare. 4 for Sarfaraz and a 6 as well. Confusion. Why did that have to happen? Why, Mr. Thare? Why would you tell us?
Terrible. I think that run perhaps could have been completed because it was Thare's call. He was looking at the ball. Of course, there was no need for that hurried single the way you're going. Terrible confusion. Let's have a look at it. Inner edge. Terrible, absolutely terrible misunderstanding.
He ran 2 runs. He's going back to the pavilion. Well, solid innings coming to an end. Should have finished the game. But gave it away as a consolation prize to the Aakash Tigers. Aditya Thare, good knock nevertheless. Decent applause from the crowd. Lots of them fans of Thare, and they all know what he's done for Mumbai, for the Mumbai Indians as well at the Wankhede. Dugout on its feet, applauding the captain. Steadied the ship, calmed their nerves, kept the scoreboard ticking, avoided any further hiccups. And only after 100 partnership did he say, all right, time to give the opposition something to feel pleased about. Sagar Mishra comes in then. Just the 22 runs, a good opportunity for Sagar as well to get his eye in and get something going for himself, some match practice.
Bowling, Shams. A clip or a point cover.
Will also perhaps test Sarfaraz Khan's patience levels. He's got to finish the game now.
Actually, he shouldn't test his temperament more than the patience, because this is nothing but a misunderstanding. And Sarfaraz took off and then sent him back. So perhaps Sarfaraz could have made it. It's such a pathetic misunderstanding. A very, very good innings coming to an end. It's a super brilliant innings from the captain.
Right, so it's pretty simple. 26 needed of 25 balls. Sarfaraz Khan has to do the job, has to finish it. Shams Bolani has bowled fairly well. 16 overs are up, 111 for 3, 26 more to win.
Come on, lads, come on!
They're going to check that stumping appeal. That last delivery. Not a problem with overstepping, I suppose. Yep, should be good. Mishra, the batsman. Waited. Does the foot go up? No, it didn't.
Bowling change coming, left arm over.
Just when we thought we'll get a timely finish, Villain, such things happen. Should be an easy call for the third umpire. I saw close stumping, a similar fashion yesterday. The batsman was given out, but well, he wanted to check it. Confirmation then, not out. Mishra, Sarfraz Khan now on strike to face the first ball of the 17th over. Arjun Tendulkar to bowl his third now. Has given away 19 of his 2. Slightly expensive today. Oops, that slipped. Wait for the umpire signal. Has that been called a no ball? Yes, it has.
It has to be a no ball. It absolutely has to be a no ball. There's no question about it.
It's the due for sure, Milind. It's the due for sure.
It's a no ball. There's no doubt about that. It's the due for sure. You're right.
And a free hit then. Let's see what Arjun has up his sleeve. Runs in fast. Bring the Yorker. Pitched up. Hit away. Will just be the single.
Ball, Arjun, ball, Arjun!
Arjun Tendulkar's bowled with a lot of heart, and we'll have two big... Oh, we'll see the Shivaji Park Lions in action tomorrow. Shivam Dube's side. They were the runners-up last time. They lost that thrilling final by 3 runs. They will be up against Yak Sanderi and then Prithvi Shaw's North Mumbai Panthers, correction, against the Namo Bandra Blasters. That's the evening game tomorrow. Should be a cracker on Friday evening. Day 4 of the T20 Mumbai. Remember, our coverage starts at 3:15 p.m. on Star Sports 3. Also available on Hotstar in case you've got to go somewhere. No excuse whatsoever to miss out. Might not be a bad idea to call in sick and turn up at the Wankhede tomorrow. Watch these players from close quarters. A chance to watch Prithvi Shaw batting. That's a good enough reason to be here tomorrow.
Young Tendulkar is working up a decent pace. I like the look in his eyes. Very intense young man. Obsessed with the game. I've seen him training at the Mumbai Cricket Association's academy. Doesn't spare a single moment. Works very hard on his body.
Love that word you used, obsessed. Remember once asking VVS Lakshman about Virat Kohli, and I said, VVS bhai, how would you describe Virat Kohli in one word? He said, obsession. He's up to his and Sarfraz Khan walks up the crowd because he's got his 50. That's his celebration.
Such a positive player, Sarfraz. He can hit the ball to any corner of the ground. Just needs to hang on there. just needs to play innings which are long. Otherwise, he can really take the bowlers to the cleaners.
Four boundaries and 1-6. Just the 12 dot balls for Sarfaraz Khan. It's been a controlled innings. What happened there? When you're chasing a smaller total, it's also an opportunity to get some batting practice, as they say, some match practice. Well, we'll check that. That ball go on to touch the boundary, skirting. No, looks okay, looks safe.
But small totals can be deceptive. They can be dangerous because sometimes you tend to take it easy, and then you're trying to have a confirmation on that. But to me, it looks quite okay. It's not a boundary. Nothing has moved. It's a good effort by the fielder. Coming to the issue of small scores, it can be dangerous because you tend to take it for granted, and wickets fall, and by that time you realize you're in deep trouble. But on a good pitch, this should be no problem.
They haven't looked in any hurry to finish off this game. No grandstanding. Want to keep it simple. It helped to have an Aditya Thane around Sarfaraz Khan. He was the one conducting the orchestra, as it were. He made sure there were no further hiccups, at least for the next 100 runs. A 100-run partnership between Thane and Sarfaraz Khan. But Thane got run out. Shot wide. Was asking to be punished, unable to connect. There'll be lots of analysis, lots of scrutiny. They'll look at his action, they'll look at his follow-through, his approach to the crease. And for good reason. This time a lot straighter. Keeping it short. 17 gone. 19 more needed of 18. The Atul Projects run graph, the innings of the Eagle Thane strikers. Well, they haven't needed too many skyscrapers because the target wasn't daunting. They could afford a few quiet innings, a few quiet overs. They could milk those singles, keep the scoreboard ticking. But it's now up to Sarfaraz Khan to finish it without any further hiccups. Sagar's got to be around, support his partner, who's well set. 50 of 43 for Sarfaraz, 4 boundaries and a 6. Another left arm spinner.
Shams. Very well bowled, Shamsi.
Don't take it to the last. Don't take it to the last. Allow 3 or 4 balls to be spared. Finish it off now.
Now what Dhawal Kulkarni is doing is, it's a bit of a mind game as well. Look at the fielders on the boundary. In front of square there is the sweeper cover, the long off. There is long on as well, and then there is mid wicket. Challenge to Sarfaraz Khan, he's pulled it away. He'll think about the 2, but good call to decide against going for it. Trying to hurry the batsman into playing an uppish pull shot with a slightly flatter trajectory.
Keep going, Shams, keep going,
We've seen the dew come into play a lot more today than we did yesterday or day before. Oh yes, Sagar goes for it and dropped it. He has dropped it. He had loads and loads of time to line himself up, get into position, but he has made an absolute mess of it. Yogesh Pawar it was on that mid-wicket boundary.
He gives it the works, gets the toe end of the bat as usual. And that's a sitter really. He should have taken it, didn't judge it at all because his forward movement was one step slower. Had he been a little one step ahead, he could have got it at chest height. Look at that class.
Very well bowled, yeah, Shams.
Whiplash that.
Both अच्छे,
Shot
Shams, both
only a
अच्छे,
single,
Shams.
but looked lovely. Flicked it away from outside the off stump.
Lovely finish, yeah.
Those forearms.
शाबाश, 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 शाबाश. एक को के यारो, कुछ भी हो सकता है यहाँ पे. One good effort here, one good effort here.
I love listening to the stump mic. You all heard what the wicketkeeper said. Kuch bhi ho sakta hai, anything's possible. A line borrowed from the PGA Tour.
Lovely bowling, Shamsi. Badhiya, Shams, good finish here, Shams.
Or some would say from Anupam Kher. He often says kuch bhi ho sakta hai. So true for this format, the T20 format. 14 left now of 13. Is Sarfraz Khan tempted to go for a big one? It could prove costly. No, not yet. Good delivery. Will quickly scamper through for a single. Oh, Sagar was running to the danger end. Is that trouble? The wicketkeeper looks very, very confident. Sagar was slow off the blocks. It was Sarfraz Khan's call. It had to be his call because he saw where the ball was going. The mid-off fielder, it's very, very close. It's gone. Goodbye, Sagar. Sagar Mishra will have to walk back to the hut. He had the responsibility of finishing the game, supporting Sarfraz Khan. I thought he was very, very slow to take off, and that's got to be out. That's got to be out. The bails have come off as well, and he's well shot.
It's out. There's no need. There wasn't any need of that unnecessary risk. However, 123 for 4 of 18. 14 of 12. These small hiccups are not necessary. This is Kalpesh Ramjani. Can hit the ball long. Don't take it to the last. You never know what can happen. Go for the big one, Kalpesh. You're capable of it. Sarfraz, you hang on there, knock the ones and twos. Get the left-hander. Enjoy karna yahan pe. I've always wondered with this. How would I enjoy a tough pressure game?
Soak it in, look at it as a challenge. Say, come on, let's go for it. Let's not make it easy. Let's make them work hard. Let's take it to the last ball. Who knows what's in store? 14 now needed of 12. Sarfraz Khan still there. Now imagine a scenario where Sarfraz gets out now. Alpesh Ramjani. Terrific strike rate of 152. He knows how to play those big shots. So can this man, Sarfraz Khan. Sitting pretty with a half century against his name. Has learnt his lesson after playing that rank bad shot in that last game.
Kulkarni will have to bowl one tight over. He's capable of it. Don't bowl short, otherwise he'll pull you. But Kulkarni is a very smart customer. He's experienced. He knows exactly where to bowl, how to bowl. Now, what are we going to have?
Target the onside. He might do that. Oh, quickish full toss.
Suddenly, the game takes a different turn. 14 runs of 11 balls. You can see the tense faces. It is easily doable, but the pressure always creates a problem.
Now, what Dhawal Kulkarni has done is, now we take a look at the equation, 14 needed of 11. Dhawal Kulkarni has asked mid-on to go wider, long on to go wider, mid-off inside the circle. He knew he was going to bowl that full toss. They will think about the two. Good call to not go for it. Dhawal Kulkarni is the one who bowled that excellent opening spell, those 2 overs. With that new ball swinging away. Brings a good movement under lights.
Earlier on, Manish, when Thane was batting, it seemed as if the match is going to be easily won. Suddenly there's pressure. 2 wickets, unnecessary wickets. There's enough batting left in their side. But suddenly now it's at 7.8 with Kulkarni bowling. I wonder who will take the last over.
The left-hander, Ramjani, now on strike to face his first ball. Straight away, long on, goes back, so does mid-wicket. That's his arc, that's his preferred spot. Dhawal Kulkarni brings the cover fielder in. There's one backward point as well. Ramjani now, 13 needed of 10. Wide, rare bat delivery from Dhawal Kulkarni. It's got to be called wide. Yes, it will. 12 needed now or 10. Again, it's the dew that came into play. It's proving to be a good toss to win so far.
Suddenly the game becomes tense, isn't it? At the time they were cruising. The wickets in hand, but the balls are lesser than the number of runs needed. 12 of 10 is easily possible, but the pressure is going to be huge at the moment.
Every ball in T20, every ball in T20 an event in itself. They will run the 2. Very well run by Ramjani. He was running towards the danger end. 2 crucial runs. As I said, every ball in T20 cricket an event. A fuller length delivery. They hit square of the wicket. A square drive. Very well done by the both of them.
Dhawal Kulkarni, what is he going to do? 10 runs of 9 balls. He's going to overpitch it and bowl a Yorker. Swings it away. What a shot. Boundary at this stage of the innings brings them closer to victory. 6 runs of 8 balls.
One more of those get out of jail shots before it gets too tricky, too messy, too sticky. Hit one good shot, calculated risk. Hit it where there was no fielder. One bounce into the stands. Yeah, pumped up.
Ramjani is a good striker of the ball. Even last season's tournament, he struck some hefty blows. Comes in at a time when few runs are needed, or fewer balls, and is capable.
Right. And he hit one over mid-off. The fielder's inside the circle. Change of pace. Happy to nudge it to the onside to bring the equation down to 5 of 7. Sarfaraz Khan just reconfirmed the equation with Ramjani. Saat ball Pachna, he said. Just hope there is no rush of blood moment. It's got to stay cool, just quietly finish this game off. Take those 2 points in your pocket, go back to the hotel, go off to sleep. Try to slap it through to the offside. There is no fielder. He picked his spot well. Intelligent cricket shot that by Sarfaraz Khan. And they now need one. Scores a level. On the verge of victory are the Eagle Thane strikers.
short delivery. Gave it the treatment it deserved. What a shot. What outstanding power. The way he belts the ball. Massive forearms, great wrists. And times it to a nicety. We know it's hot and humid, but you're a young man. You need to accept all this. What a lovely innings. Great innings from Sarfaraz. This is the kind of innings one expects from him.
Right, 57 of 49, and well, a bit of a travesty that he will not get to hit the winning run. He hit that boundary off the last ball. It's now up to Ramjani to finish it off. 14 dot balls, took his time, got his eye in, didn't play any funny shots. Opened his arms only when he thought he could very confidently. 5 boundaries and 1-6 for Sarfaraz Khan. Oh, there he is, Tendulkar to finish it off. Oh, and there it is, the winning shot for the Eagle Thane strikers. Ramjani finishes it off. The Eagle Thane strikers win by 6 wickets. Well done to Aditya Thare, the captain there on your screen. Congratulations to this team in yellow. And unfortunately, the Aakash Tigers not turning it on today. Not enough runs on the board. Only 137 the target. And I thought they lost the game in the first innings. Bilindrege.
Yeah, it's an outstanding performance by the strikers. They deserve to win. They played some sensible cricket. They bowled well. They batted well with a lot of responsibility. With 2 very good knocks from Sarfaraz and Aditya Thare. This is the winning shot. Just hits it over the top. Half volley, juicy half volley. And there, that is the happy camp over there. Oh yeah, high fives. Everybody happy. Sarfaraz playing the leading role. Such a pleasure to watch him.
Smiling Aditya Thare, consecutive half-centuries for this man. 71 the other day, a half-century today as well. Let's take a look at the batting card, 57 each. Aditya Thare, Sarfaraz Khan, number 3 and 4, look really solid. Perhaps the fulcrum of this Thane strikers batting lineup. Failure for Kaushik Chiklikar and Sachin Wagh. An unfortunate run out to get rid of Aditya Thare. And then Ramjani came in, made sure there were no further hiccups. A 17-run little partnership of just 8 deliveries. But the key in this win was that 100-run partnership between Aditya Thare and Sarfaraz Khan. They steadied the ship, they ensured no further hiccups, and they finished it off with 5 balls to spare. A comfortable, confident, comprehensive 6-wicket win. In the bowling card, Nehal was a rarity here. 4 overs, gave away just 19 runs, no wickets. It was that phase when Thare and Sarfaraz Khan were rebuilding the innings. A wicket apiece for Dhawal Kulkarni, who bowled exceedingly well today, especially with the new ball. Shams Mulani got just that 1 wicket. Not a great outing for Arjun Tendulkar, going away for 9.47 in his 3.1 overs. But he showed a lot of spirit, a lot of guts, was prepared to bowl that short ball. But an off day overall for the Aakash Tigers, Mumbai Western Suburbs. They won their first game, they lost their second one. They'll want to bounce back when they're back in action right here at the Wankhede Stadium.
That's a shot which was spooned and holed out at mid-off, knowing that the fielder is right behind. Shams Mulani, the bowler. This is Thane batting. Such a pleasure, majestic batting. Oh, what a beauty. That was Dhawal Kulkarni at his best. Then comes Thare square cuts. Full shots. Clearing the fielders. Now whack to square point. Then Sarfaraz Khan comes and plays his majestic innings. What a shot. What a pickup shot, really. Once again, Thare excelling with that cover drive area. Back foot, front foot. Powerful on both sides. And then the rasping cover square cut. Finding the gap. Oh, look at that majestic shot again. I keep repeating that, but he's batted superbly. 50 for him. Second one in 2 innings. That's Sarfaraz Khan just spanking the ball to all corners of the field. Look at the power that he yields in playing those shots. Once again hitting the ball ahead of his eyes. This one was a classic. Just slapped it to mid-wicket for a 4. Sarfaraz once again. This was a silly run out. Yes, no, yes, no. It could have been a completed run, and Thane unnecessarily gave us wicket away. That wasn't called for. A bit of misunderstanding. Then comes this shot from Sarfaraz. 50 runs for him. A superb 50. Yes, you're flying high, buddy. And this was a dropped catch. Sitter, really. He should have taken it. Once again. That was the run out. Sagar was so slow in responding to that single. Out of his crease. Unnecessary run outs. Not wanted. And then there's the slap shot. And this is a massive hit all the way. That was the end of the game. This one. On top. Picked it well. 4 runs. A win for strikers.
Right, a quick confirmation of how it all panned out. Only 136. It was Shams Molani's 36 not out towards the end that gave them this score. It could have very easily been in the range of 105, 110, but it did go up to a target of 137 for the Eagle Thane strikers. The openers failed, but number 3 and number 4 did the job. They took them through with a 100-run partnership, and in the end, it was an easy 6-wicket win. Let's take a look at who earned the maximum points for you guys watching back home. The Dream 11 points earned graphic, the top 5 in this match. Aditya Thare and Sarfaraz Khan, number 1 and 2, no doubt about that. Molani did well as well. A hat-trick for Ankush and Sagar with 26.5. Let's now join Charu Sharma downstairs for the presentation.
Well, thanks so much, guys. We had a low-scoring thriller to begin with in the second match with only 137 to score for a win. We'll have to thank the winning team for making it yet another thriller with just a few balls to go in the end. All right, a big thank you to everybody here at the Wankhede Stadium once again, and of course to you for watching on television. Thank you for joining us for T20 Mumbai. This is only the end of day 3. Plenty of more action to come. A big thank you to our sponsors as well on behalf of the MCA, Dream 11, Skoda, Atul Projects, Wardwith, Seagate and Bisleri. And now my pleasant duty to introduce the presentation party to my left, beginning with Mr. Shah Alam Sheikh from the MCA. Congratulations for another fine tournament. Team representative from Aakash Tigers, Mr. Aakash Jajodia. To his left from Eagle Thane Strikers, Mr. Ram Prakash Prajapati. Can I first request the captain of the winning team, today the winning team, to join me, Aditya Thare. Aditya, all smiles. That's what we like to see you doing. I don't know, I don't want to begin with the run out, but I will.
Yeah, I think we both of us lost a bit of intensity in the partnership. I thought we should have finished the game like 2 or 3 overs before. But nevertheless, I'm happy with 2 points on board.
Yeah, I know. I asked you about the run out. You avoided that. But, well, you know, listen, we're not holding you for taking it right to the last over because it was easy. You can just cruise through. But wouldn't you love to stay till the end?
Yes, absolutely. I mean, that's something that I have to work on. Both the games I couldn't finish. Hopefully, in the next game, I can do that.
What were you guys thinking? What were you saying with that? I'm sorry, I'm still in the run out.
No, I thought it was an error of judgment. Firstly, there was no need to run, actually. But then I ran and, you know, it was just a misunderstanding, I guess.
And of course, your playing partner today did very well to get a 50.
Yes, absolutely. It's important for us, you know, Sarfaraz scores runs. You know, in the first game, he was looking in good touch. And had he been playing for a bit more time, we could have won that game as well. I'm glad that he finished this game.
Well, I'm not going to go on about the pitch today, but your bowlers certainly did heavily to contribute to their win today.
Yeah, absolutely. Today they were spot on, and we had a lot of discussion after the first game. You know, we were poor with our bowling and fielding, and I'm glad our bowlers, you know, pulled their socks up and had a terrific performance.
Less than a high. You're on the scoreboard. You're on the points table. Congratulations.
Thank you so much, sir.
Aditya Thare, skipper of the winning team today, Eagle Thane Strikers. It's time now to announce our man of the match. Of course, the 2 men who got 50s did very well. Lots of other batsmen did too. But we would like to give it to the man who achieved a rare distinction, the hat-trick man. Congratulations. He is our man of the match, Ankush Jaiswal. Coming up and accept your trophy first from Mr. Ram Prakash Prajapati, and walking up to collect your Man of the match check from Mr. Shah Alam Sheikh. Ankush, let's have a very quick chat. Come on. Congratulations, dear. Well done.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
All right. Now, listen, you've taken a hat-trick. Can we get a smile out of you?
Yeah, sure.
That's much better. Which wicket did you truly enjoy out of the three?
Of course, the third one.
Of course, the hat-trick one. But, you know, the fact that you limited the runs to just 136, you and the other bowlers did very well today. Again, a spinner's wicket, or did the medium pacers also do very well for you?
It was good for both seam and spin, and our bowlers bowl very well.
All right, you are on the scoreboard now. Your team has a win. What's the team tank thinking now? Is there any chance of winning? You're a new team, technically.
Yeah, it's a new team, and I am also playing for the first time. So it's good to be on the winning side.
Well, I'll tell you what, new pinch, you're playing for the first time and a hat-trick. How about that? Congratulations once again.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Ankush Jaiswal, our man of the match. That ends the presentation ceremony, but of course, just enough time to thank our presentation party, and it's back to the commentary box to finish it up.
Well, we've seen some entertaining cricket and it shall continue tomorrow. We'll get a first look at last year's runners-up. Shivam Dube will be in action tomorrow for the Shivaji Park Lions against the Arcs Andheri. Yes, that's the team that played against the Sobo Supersonics on day one. And then the match number 2, it's Prithvi Shaw's North Mumbai Panthers taking on the Namo Bandra Blasters. Our coverage starts at 3:15 p.m. and the first ball will be bowled at 3:30 p.m. Do join us then on Star Sports. It's goodbye and good night from all of us for now.